Some of the documentaries or news contain visions like the film Planet of the Apes, which is one that apes gradually overtake and control planet of human. In this film, all apes can speak English fluently like human beings, but many believe that it is just a Hollywood special effect. However, considering research relating to apes' language and other abilities makes us easily understand their capabilities, plus it makes us more familiar with the links between apes and humans. We, humans, have continued to look on apes as a separated one to maintain our dominance over monkeys, though genetic research has shown 98.6% of the DNA is the same between a human and a chimpanzee. Scholars believe products by human mind such as language, rational thought, music, art, and culture can also explain apes' behavior. To examine more carefully whether chimpanzees are capable of creating so-called products of human mind, a number of institutions grant fundings to its research. And these research mainly include these four following abilities: use of rational and logical thought, learning and using language, intentionally teaching their offsprings, and developing cultures.
First, researchers had focused on rational thought. Jan Goodall went to Lake Tanganyika and observed two male chimps fishing for termites, while other researchers published reports of tool-making behaviors. In these observations, these two are capable of using or even applying tools such as twigs, sticks, rocks, or leaves. Second, investigation on chimpanzee Sheba at the Chimpanzee Center at Ohio State University has been successful in recognizing the ability to count and to understand the concept of zero. Also, researchers admit that chimps can perform further additional tasks. Other chimps are exposed to experiments to know apes' ability of learning concepts of subtraction and fractions. In terms of apes' language ability, researchers at Georgia State University find that young chimps can learn to use symbols for communication merely by watching their maternal behavior.
In fact, the first research about apes' tool-making abilities was conducted by observing the chimpanzees' activity with the background of natural environment. On the other hand, studies about the second and third, which were about ape language and mathematical capabilities, have only been conducted in a place like human-made environment or zoos or sanctuaries that can only simulate a natural habitat. However, the fourth experiment about culture covers both elements. The definition of culture in this chapter suggests to consider diversity because primate researchers have found the clear evidence of cohesive links between diversity and culture on apes. And also, one thing we have to be careful about is diversity alone does not support having culture. It is important to consider chimpanzees handing down the cultural behavior through teaching. Experiment about cultures compared chimps with humans. A human instructor told the way of using tools to 2-year-old human children and chimps. After instruction, human children copied the whole process and method, while chimps devised own strategies. This experiment indicates chimps may have cultural traditions, albeit different from human ones.
As we have traveled through the ape research world, it seems to be difficult to differentiate between apes and humans. And some might be afraid that it leads to ambiguity in culture between humans and apes. However, Jane Woodall's words are here to ease the concern. Only when we are clear about the similarities between chimpanzee and human will we able to recognize the real differences.